We sure have a great Disney adventures together, Blossom, are we? Yep, we sure have fun together. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, have you noticed I'm talking to Blossom? Of course, we have fun times and adventure together in Disneyland. What's your favorite part of this trip or adventure? I love that too. My favorite part is that when I give Blossom a tour in Minnie Mouse house, that was before Minnie came up to me in the kitchen as a surprise, like a surprising approach. Like, I didn't know she'd come into the kitchen to meet me and Blossom in there while I was giving Blossom a tour. And that was before she lead me and Blossom to a tea party outside. It's like an invitation. And boy, like, I don't know, I feel so happy that Blossom and I love having tea parties with Minnie Mouse. Just like I said, Minnie Mouse and Blossom are gonna get along so great. That is, if Blossom was real and able to meet Minnie Mouse, even Daisy Duck, and Mickey too. Of course, Blossom may be from the Paramount Studios movie If. She may be a rubber host bug, but not only she's kind of like Betty Boop, but you could say she's more inspired from Silly Sympathy and Bugs Life movie. That's it. A Bugs Life movie. That's a Pixar movie. The one with Flick the blue ant, Princess Ada the purple ant, a winged ant, and not to mention the evil grasshopper called Hopper, and a circus bug gang, including Rosie the spider and Francis the ladybug. Oh, I don't know why he's called a ladybug if he's a male ladybug. More like a man bug, more than a ladybug. A man bug, I could call him that. So, surely Francis is described as a gender-confused ladybug, but never call him a lady or else he'll get angry and even think about beating you up, so don't call him lady. You could call him Francis or Sir. You know, Sir. You could call him Sir, which is more like a well-mannered. He may be pretty grouchy whenever someone mistaken him for a lady or a girl, but he could be deeply nice, and especially he seems like a selfless hero, just like when he did say Dot. Yes, Dot, the little princess named Dot, the little sister of Princess Ada, Dot. That's her name. That's it, Princess Dot. You know, the little girl who is a friend of Flick. When Flick fell off from, ever since he almost got caught by a bird, it's a good thing Francis the Ladybug saved her, so he really does have a good heart, even though he looks like a grouch on the outside, but deep down in him, there really is good in him. So he really is a good-hearted, selfless hero. You know, selfless, not selfish. There's a difference, selfless. If you read my lips right. I don't know, what does I think about Blossom? And I could think about watching Silly Sympathy, bug cartoons, a music video of the Ugly Bug Ball, and a Bugs Life movie. I think Blossom and I would get along great to watch TV together. Isn't that right, Blossom? Imagine I have to take you back to Bee's grandmother. Of course, certainly I'd call you my adopted imaginary friend, but this is temporarily. I just thought I could borrow you from Bee's grandmother. Like, she doesn't mind me borrowing you so I can take you out while she's busy cleaning the house and going out with Bee and her father. And thank you for joining me and Bee on the wonderful, magical Disney adventures together. Especially we have a great being on the same boat ride together, a boat, which I imagine she would have been on a boat, a cruise, which is going to be great for her and her new experience. If you hear me right about like the way I talk to Mickey and friends about imaginary friends, you know what Miss Keene, the greatest teacher of the Powerpuff Girls, once told us is, there's nothing wrong with having imaginary friends. What she say is true, sincerely and morally true. But it is okay to keep things down about imaginary friends, especially as I mean about keep imaginary friends as secrets to ourselves from any families or parents and anyone that hates imaginary friends. Even parents who not all parents love imagination. Some parents hate imaginary friends and imagination alike. Like, we don't know what their reason. But still, we have to keep imaginary friends a secret. Every time parents are not around us, we can feel free to talk to our imaginary friends, when our parents are not around us, especially when we're alone. Like, I talk to my imaginary friends every time I'm alone by myself, without when nobody's looking at us. Of course, otherwise it'll get pretty weird and crazy. But imagination can be a good thing when it comes to creativity, especially me as an artist. An artist can have imagination too. No coincidence. Nothing wrong with having imagination and imaginary friends at the same time. And it's okay for us to be children at heart. Imagination is all something we can all possess, either at the same or different times. So that's all I tell you about. And right now, Blossom and I will be going home where we can relax and resting our feet together. And thank you for joining me on this adventure. Thank you for coming. Goodbye now. Oh, Blossom saying goodbye too. And I suppose I can say goodbye. Bye.